Our favorite personal chef, Chef Michael Bowling, is here with us today. Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm great. It's almost holiday season. I'm getting excited.
And this is like the perfect recipe because you're going to have lots of family over. It seems like this one is just super easy but super delicious. We're making cornbread today.
It is. It really is. Most people, when they grew up, everybody grew up eating cornbread differently. Some sweet, some savory. This is a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Excuse me there.
It's all right.
All right.
We're so excited about the cornbread, we can't even speak.
We got a half a cup of sugar we're going to put here in the bowl.
Okay.
A little bit of self-rising cornmeal, fine ground, not too gritty.
Okay.
All right. And then we have a little bit of all-purpose flour.
Why does the fine ground make such a big difference?
If you don't use the fine ground, you get it real gritty. All right, more like grit bread than cornbread.
Got it.
So we try to get that in there. We want to get that all nice and mixed up together.
Okay.
A touch of, just a little pinch of salt.
Okay.
All right. Now, a lot of people make cornbread. They use buttermilk and all kinds of butter and just general basic things. So we use a little bit of sour cream today.
Ooh.
All right. Buttermilk, because it's only cornbread if you have buttermilk cornbread.
Yum.
All right. And 2 eggs. And then we also have a little bit of frozen corn and a sweet white onion. And we sauteed those down or sweated those down just to get a little bit of texture to it. And
it's totally fine to use frozen corn out of a can, whatever works?
I prefer frozen.
Okay.
All right, because canned products have so much salt and sodium in them that it's, it changes the flavor. All right.
Good tip. Good.
All right, and it's also firmer when it's frozen. All right. So we get all this all mixed in together. Mm-hmm. You want to whisk it together.
Okay.
Until it comes out nice and smooth. Okay. Now, you can use a cast iron pan, you can use a casserole pan, whatever works best for you.
Okay.
Get that nice and smooth, okay? Now, I used a little bit of bakeware, all right? So ceramic, got it nice and hot before you put it in. Before I put it in. That gives it a nice, almost a crispy texture on the bottom.
Okay. Okay. Especially with the sweet, too.
Especially
you got
with the sweet.
Sugar in there, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Pour that into your pan, get it nice and smooth. 350-degree preheated oven.
Okay.
And then depending on the pan, ceramic goes a little longer, glass a little shorter. Okay. And then you let it bake for about 15-20 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Put a little bit of honey on top just to get a little bit of extra sweetness. You're good to go.
Just a little drizzle of honey.
Just a little drizzle.
Now, do you prefer yours sweet? Can I dig in here while you're
go ahead, go ahead. I prefer mine a little bit more savory.
Okay.
All right, so I may add a little bit of bacon in there or some cracklings, something along those lines.
Yep.
This is real cakey, but it's light and it's delicious. You know, you're not gonna get it everywhere. But I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
It smells so good. And you can smell the sweet, but you can also smell the onion, so it's got that little tiny bit of savory. Ashley, why don't you come on in while I eat, and you can do some final weather.
All right, Sarah, we're going to see some big changes as we head toward the weekend. Today, looking spectacular. Highs in the mid to upper 70s, but as we move into tomorrow, those northerly winds start coming back around. We start feeling the impacts indirectly from Hurricane Sandy, and those temperatures continue to drop over the next few days. So 64 for your high by Sunday. Those highs drop down into the 50s as we head toward the start of your work week, and look at that. Overnight lows dropping down into the 30s, just above the freezing mark here in Charlotte. But that means for those of you in the higher elevations, we'll likely see temperatures falling down into the 20s. And yes, there is a chance we may see a little bit of a wintry mix in the higher elevations as well. So it's something we've got to watch out for as we head toward early next week. And those temperatures do start to recover ever so slightly as we head towards Wednesday and Thursday. But still, all in all, it's going to be a pretty chilly week all next week.
Yeah, and a lot of kids watching that Halloween forecast. I promise my fingers are clean.
All right.
It's delicious. Chef, thanks for coming in.
Anytime.
It is so good. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you first at 4 and, of course, all day long on WBTV.com.